본진화 쪽에다가 트윈 완성시키고 그다음에 저울링으로 데미지를 주면서 뮤탈과 다드 스쿼드로 상대방의 뮤탈만 잡아내자.
Whew. Alright, so speeding right along. Alright, game number 2. And it looks like Hero will be spawning at the bottom right location as the yellow Zerg. And that means Kwanro will be top right. Okay, sweet. So it looks like right off the bat, Kwanro is going to have the scouting advantage, Overlord heading downwards. And let's see what builds are going to happen. So first game we had 12 hatch versus 12 hatch. It's a 2-player map with short main-to-main air distance, so I think that's can be expected. Oh, and like a longer-ish ground-to-ground with a little line-of-sight blocker thing. And then last game, of course, we had 9 pool versus 12 hatch. So I wonder if Kwanro might be a little bit more wary this time and just go for a 12 pool instead of 12 hatching again. It is Fighting Spirit. Players do like to go for 12 hatch on this map as well, I think. But I guess we'll see. Alright. Got the Overlord. It does not look like an overpool. It's going to be 12 something. And on the other side, I believe that is an overpool. So it's going to be overpool versus something, 12 something. Whether it's 12 pool or 12 hatch, it should still be safe against the overpool. So we're not going to see any crazy early game situations. And it looks like it's going to be a 12 hatch again, Kwanro. Oh man, I mean, I don't know if he still has his reputation as a cheeser in the Korean, in the Sospa scene. Maybe he doesn't, because apparently he hasn't really been cheesing that much. But still, 12 hatching, 3 games, alright. I mean, the thing is, that's not only weird because of his reputation, but just in general in ZVZ, to 12 hatch 3 games in a row is quite dangerous. Especially in a tournament situation like this. So, you know, that's pretty ballsy by him, and in this game at least it's gonna be fine against the overpool. Especially if he can hold off a 9 pool so spectacularly, he certainly is gonna be able to hold off the overpool. May have to pull off a drone or 2. I'm not even. I don't know. I think he might have to, but still he should be just fine. Anyway, you can see the pool there. Not quite done yet, but the Zerg still have a little ways to go. And again, pulls 2 drones, has his 6 lings. Should be absolutely fine. He's going to see the lings coming as well with his Overlord, so he's going to know, you know, he's going to make sure to save up those larvae. I mean, he would have anyway, but now he knows he has to pull the 2 drones as well. And it looks like these lings are actually going to bypass the hatchery and go straight for the drone lines. Not sure if that's necessarily the best idea. Oh, for a second I thought they might even camp the eggs, but now they're going to turn back here. I'm a bit confused about that decision because Hero should have been able to tell from the hatchery timing that it wasn't a 12 hatch anyway. But uh-oh, he's focusing on the hatchery. He's got to be careful. Ooh, nice drone drilling here. Wow, that is some really pretty drone drilling by Kwanro. He didn't actually kill anything, but it was beautiful to look at least. Oh, he lost a drone though. And here we go. Here's a big engagement. Drone Ling versus a lot of Zerglings. Here we go. How good is Kwanro's control this time? Oh man, this time Hero's doing a lot better control than in the last 2 games. Although this time he's taking a bit more damage. No, picked off. Looks like 3 drones so far. Still has Zerglings in Kwanro's base. Oh man, Kwanro should have been able to hold this off. I don't know how this has happened. But Kwanro, what have you done? Oh man, Kwanro, I want you to win, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Kwanro! Alright, looks like he's alive. But that was a lot more costly than it should have been. He lost like 3 drones. He lost an hour of mining time. And I'd imagine we're getting a Spire. Yep, we are getting a Spire on the way. Kwanro sees the bad news. I guess he has to... I think he has to Spore up here. Has his lair even started? Or I guess it must have started. No, it has not started. Well, that is suboptimal. And he's facing the good old Ling wall. Not the prettiest link wall, but looks like it's effective. We need to see them like in a perfect arc. Those ones are the coolest. This one's kind of like a wonky angle thing. It's like a boomerang. It's not what we want. We don't want Australian ling walls. We want real legit arc ling walls. Anyway, by the way, is the chat working or is it just me? Like people haven't typed in like an hour. Maybe just nobody cares. Maybe I am all alone. And maybe the YouTube video ends. That's also a possibility. Stratos! Help! 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 Oh, maybe just go to his channel. Do we have part 2? There is a part 2. Oh, yes! Yes! Yes, there's a part 2. Nice. Okay, whew! Crisis averted. Wait, what? Wait, what the hell just happened? Wait. Why are we not in the middle of the game anymore? Did I click the wrong one? What the hell just happened? What the hell's going on? Okay, apparently my pop-out thing doesn't work. So I'm going to have to redo the screen thing again. Awesome. Can we at least get higher quality? Okay, at least it's 480p now. Right. Yoink. Wait, no, now my bottom thing's still cut off. I'm trying to figure out how to get the whole mini-map without getting like the loading bar. Whatever. Let's go with that. Let us go with this. Okay. Well, that was weird. Anyway, now we're in the game. I have to watch it on a small window. Actually, I'm gonna watch it in my exploit window because it's like magnified. It's like easier to see in the exploit window. Man, this is weird. Some bizarro casting mode. Anyway, I hope everything's fine. Okay, so what's happening now? Okay, we've got some mutas. That's pretty good. Man, everything is so small. Anyway, I'm basically broadcasting this from like the YouTube mini window thing, so it's like really tiny. I can barely see the little zerglings that are like little adorable ants running around on my screen. Alright, and unfortunately they're dying to these evil mutalisks. I hope Kwanro has spores, or the game's just gonna be over right now. Oh no. Oh no, come on, finish! Finish! Oh, they finished. Nice. Oh, this is good. This is good. So the spores finish, which means the game is going to go on for quite a while. That's probably sunken as well to help with the Zergling menace that is going on here. It should be fine, though. Kwanro should be fine? He should be fine. Please be fine. Okay, he's going to be fine. So yeah, so essentially what this could lead to is a much longer game. And, you know, I say this every time. It could be a Hive game. It's probably not, though, because it never is when I say it. But, you know, it could be. It could be. I want to give a shout out to Stratos, by the way, who's providing these emergency YouTube uploads. Because the Twitch just was not working for me. Which I have no idea why still. And, well, it looks like we have actually no guys mining gas, which of course is intentional for Hero. He wants to get his natural hatch rate because he knows he can't actually kill Kwanro outright anymore because of all these static defenses. So he's just going to expand, get his own second gas, make sure not to fall behind really too far on the economy. Because right now, Kwanro is actually going to be try and make a few more drones because he's mostly safe behind his defenses. He can also, you know, sneak around with extra Zerglings and whatnot. You can see he's really turtling up hard. I mean, he kind of has to. He doesn't even have his lair finished, so he can't even make anti-air units. He just has to rely on spore colonies for defense. But this kind of turtley mode is really can allow us to watch a longer ZVZ here. And one thing to note is that, you know, once Kwanro sort of catches up on the air, these static defenses will continue to be useful for the rest of the game because they'll give him a lot more freedom with his Mutalisks, especially since he's so heavily turtled. He can basically move around all over the map with his Mutas, whereas here is going to be a lot more limited in his movement. He doesn't want to move too far away from his base because he does not have the protection of those spores and sunkens. And Kwanro just continues to send out these small groups of Zerglings, and they should be a little bit careful. Hero seems to be a little bit more on the ball this game about stopping those, so, you know, Kwanro shouldn't just sacrifice Zerglings for no good reason. You can see here his Zergling attack isn't really doing too much. Anyway, it looks like the media's trying to poke in here, trying to find some openings, of course, just doing their thing. And they can, of course, grab some drones on the edge. Basically the same as Mutaharassant in any matchup. Just picking off the stragglers. Looks like Kwanro doing a bit of anti-Muta drone dancing there. Kwanro's drone count not looking too healthy. Looks like maybe just 10 drones on minerals in total between the two bases. But Hero doesn't have that many drones either. So actually the economy situation seems to be pretty similar. The main difference obviously being that Hero's been mining gas for way longer, so has a pretty big air advantage, pretty big gas advantage here. And that's going to be a little bit difficult for Kwanro to catch up with. You know, he's obviously going to need another gas to really catch up. And I don't know how he's going to hold a third gas. I don't think he really can catch up. I mean, his second gas might have been slightly faster, but his first gas was like so much slower that well, you can see the Muta difference here. Anyway, looks like Hero continued to be active with these Mutas, just picking off drones here and there, of course. Even though he takes some spore damage, he can just fly away and regenerate that anyway, so pretty good idea to keep those Mutas in use. And looks like Kwanro again trying a little Ling counterattack. You see, these kinds of attacks, they do no damage, and he's just bleeding Zerglings every time. I really think he should be a little bit more careful with this. I mean, I can understand that he wants to be aggressive with the Zerglings. He wants to kind of keep his opponent on his toes, but he really needs to not just throw them away willy-nilly. Anyway, he's moving out with a lot of Scourge here. It looks like, you know, he's lost a good number of drones, and I guess just his economy wasn't that strong, so he just made a bunch of Scourge to try and maybe catch Hero off guard. Here you can see Hero's actually not constantly keeping his Mutas in motion. He's just kind of, he left them idle on the hatchery for a couple of seconds there. That's the kind of move that will let Kwanro maybe get a really lucky huge Scourge hit on the Mutas. Because of course Mutas have a slight acceleration time and deceleration time, so it's always best to keep them constantly moving because they don't lose speed when they turn, they only lose speed when they stop completely. So, you know, you'll see, you know, really top-notch players like Jaedong will never leave his Mutas idle, they'll always be moving, so they never lose their speed. Because that split second that it takes for the Muta to accelerate to full speed could, you know, be the difference of a whole bunch of Scourge hits. And that was slightly strange. Anyway, Kwanro trying to be cute, do some egg camping here, some larva camping, and snipe Muta as they pop. But as you can see, it's a bit of a double-edged sword there. The Mutas can easily just come back and pick off your Scourge. And whoa, man, look at this Kwanro being all kinds of cute here. Not sure how effective this is being. Oh, they're doing the dance. Oh, he's gonna hit. Oh, he hits. I cannot believe he hit. I think that's just a mistake from Hero. I mean, with some good dancing from Kwanro, but that should not hit. ever.
이제 좀 길게 봐야 될 것 같다라는 생각을 아마 한상봉 선수도 할 것 같습니다.
Hey, it looks like here we're just checking around for hidden bases. As you can see on the minimap, just sending a couple of Zerglings around the top left and all the other bases on the map. You know, since Kwanro did double hidden expand last game, although I don't think that bottom right ever got scouted, so I don't think Hero's actually aware of that. But he knew about the 9 o'clock at least. And it looks like Kwanro now is moving out with some mutas. You can see he's moving towards the bottom left. Basically, he's hoping that Hero is just going to move out with his mutas again, and then Kwanro can immediately go into the main base and backstab him. Because again, if he gets the backstab off, you know, Hero can't really turn the game into a base trade because of all the static defenses, because of all the spores that are there. So Kwanro would absolutely love Hero to move out with his mutas again, but it looks like Hero is not going to bite. He knows the danger, so he's just going to chill. And, well, it looks like both players are going to chill with their armies. Looks like +1 attack has finished for Hero's mutas. Kwanro's still throwing away Zerglings. Man, he must have thrown away, you know, several hundred minerals worth of Zerglings by now. That's really not good. And welp. I think we're just gonna chill. Man, you know, I take it back. Maybe spores are bad. Haram just said in the chat, spores are boring in ZVZ, and I kind of agree. This is just kind of like neither player can really attack anymore. You just have to wait instead of having those awesome, like, crazy small unit number engagements. Maybe Hive is not the way to go. Maybe we've been looking at it all wrong. Maybe ZVZ's been good this entire time. Nah, not gonna go that far. Anyway. Don't worry guys, we have Pusan in the group. After this game is going to be a PvZ series. That's going to be good. Ooh, looks like 1-1's done. That's pretty nice. That's pretty sweet. And yeah, see, that's the thing, Lunar Destiny. Even though spores usually, okay, let's put it this way. Most Hive level ZVZs start from spore colonies, but most spore colony games do not provide Hive level ZVZs, right? You know, the way the subsets work is that Hive games, majority start with spores, but even if you go spores, a lot of times the game just ends with mass muta anyway, because once you get a large enough number of mutas, like that many mutas, you know, 3 spores actually doesn't really matter, especially when they get upgrades. So, yeah. This is dubious. Hey, Kwanro doing his little sneak expo shenanigans again, taking the 9 o'clock base. And apparently Hero, despite actually being quite active about scouting for hidden bases, is unaware of this. I'm not sure how he's unaware. He got one Zergling at the top left killed, but that was it. I guess he only checked the 9 o'clock once, and then just left one patrolling link at the top left, but didn't send another link to the 9 o'clock. Which seems to be pretty silly to me. I mean, 9 o'clock is kind of a standard hidden expo location on Fighting Spirit, so you gotta check it, man. You gotta keep something there. He should have had one patrolling link from bottom left main to that 9 o'clock, and that would have covered the bottom left natural too. That would have been ideal. And we have another expansion, Kwanro, loving his double expands. I think this is a good idea. And basically, he's got to hope that Hero does not move out in the next couple of minutes and just lets him actually get those bases, and he's gonna be good. And I think Hero thinks that there's a base at the top left as well, because there were 2 Zerglings there that stopped him from scouting it. So he's gonna send 6 Lings over there thinking there's gonna be a base, but there isn't actually. There is no base up there, but he's also sending 1 Zergling to the 12. But this is fine actually, because if Hero sees the 12, it's even less likely that he's gonna suspect that there's a base at the 9 o'clock, because now he's like, oh, okay, Kwanro is now taking his 3rd at the 12. My 3rd is way ahead. I'm in fantastic shape. I don't need to go too crazy with attacking that base. Although it looks like he's decided maybe that's a good time to actually attack, because you know, if Kwanro's taking the base, that's a few extra minerals he's not gonna have in his army. I don't know. 1-1 is done. Only 0-1 for Kwanro. Here we go. It looks like Hero has had enough of waiting. He's going for the attack. One Zergling of Kwanro does actually see this. Kwanro, is he just going to abandon the base? I wonder if he'll just cancel the 12 and just, or I guess he can't cancel it anymore, but he might just abandon it. Oh man, is he going to go for the counter? He should go for the counter. Yes! Yes, he's going for the counter! Oh man, Hero realizes this. He finishes off the hatchery and pulls everything back. He's going to be a little bit late though. And here we go. This could be a game-changing moment right here. In fact, this is a game-changing moment. And here we go. Hero's deciding not to defend. Hero's going for the counterattack. But the thing is, there's a hidden base at the 9 o'clock. So if this turns into an elimination race, I think Kwanro might just have the advantage not only with the spore colonies, but with the hidden expansion as well. Oh my goodness, the spire of Hero has fallen here, but almost all the spores of Kwanro have fallen as well. Kwanro's trying to save the one Mutalisk. And here we go. Kwanro, you gotta attack. What are you doing? Stop goofing off, man! Just go attack, you gotta eliminate him! Oh my god, Kwanro's gonna eliminate Hero. Hero does not realize... What is Hero thinking? He can't even kill all the buildings in time. All the regular buildings. What is Hero doing? Oh my god, Hero's gonna be eliminated. Hero, you are so bad at this game. Hero, please just leave. Hero, out the game. Why aren't you even hiding an extractor? Oh my god, Hero's not played enough D- games on IC Cup to know what to do in this situation. And GG! Eliminated! Boom! Kwanro takes the game. Hero, what the hell was that? That was terrible. That was terrible. You didn't even try to hide an extractor. You could have just moved the drone from the 6 o'clock. What are you doing? Oh my, man. That was like such an obvious move. Of course Kwanro is not going to defend the 12. He's going to backstab you, man. Hero shouldn't even have stayed to finish the hatchery. He should have just immediately came back. Oh my god. Alright. Kwanro takes the first set 2-1 and goes on to the winner's match. And we are now going to be watching Busan versus Terror. Man, look at Kwanro. He doesn't even know how he won. He's like, huh. Welp, that was a thing. What the hell? Hey! Yeah, good job, Kwanro. That was good. I think